As the real-world impact of artificial intelligence systems has been growing, these systems have come under scrutiny. In response, the study of AI fairness has rapidly developed. Many technical solutions for measuring and achieving AI fairness have been proposed, yet their approach has been criticized. We sit down with Professor Maarten Buyl of Ghent University in Belgium to discuss inherent limitations of AI fairness.
The aim of our paper is to take these technical tools that people have made to measure and improve AI fairness and analyze the assumptions that they're making and see whether those assumptions limit it from actually improving fairness in the decision process in the real world. To do this, we survey all the criticisms that people have leveraged against the field of AI fairness, and we distill 8 limitations that result from the technical perspective and the technical approach that people are predominantly making in AI fairness that call this entire field a bit into question. Lack of a ground truth means that we don't really have any labels that we can use to properly, in an unbiased way, measure the performance of our AI system. Categorization of groups is quite a broad topic, but it has to do with the fact that when we look at fairness definitions, we're sort of forced to, in a binary way, say that you're in one group or another group. But for things like ethnicity, this is very difficult. In the United States, they have this concept of Hispanic and Black people that they separate quite clearly. However, in Europe, we think about ethnicities quite differently. Discretization of identity that you're doing is very dependent on the context. Another limitation is that there is really no universal fairness definition. Now, of course, in philosophy, people have really known this for a while. It's very difficult to pin down exactly what is fair decision making and what isn't fair decision making. But in a technical setting, you see this as well. There are many definitions. Some of them cannot be met at the same time, except in very trivial cases. So we say they're incompatible. Something that we often forget in AI fairness is that to know whether there are imbalances between groups, we need to have access to what we call their sensitive information or protected information. But of course, this is quite problematic to collect. All of these limitations that we discuss in the paper also finally give us a bit of the conclusion that AI fairness is very open to abuse. Because fairness is so complex, because it's so difficult to measure fairness and make guarantees, it actually makes it quite easy for companies and organizations to claim that their system is fair without really putting much effort into actually resolving inequalities in their decision process. And so we think it's important to keep a disclaimer in mind of all the limitations that AI fairness has in actually improving fairness truly in realistic settings.
Find out more in Inherent Limitations of AI Fairness, a research article in the February 2024 communications of the CACM.